In 1995, John Connor lives in Los Angeles with his adoptive parents. His mother, Sarah Connor, prepared him from childhood for his future role as leader of the human resistance against Skynet, an artificial intelligence that would gain control of the United States' nuclear capabilities and start a nuclear war on August 29, 1997. This day would later be known as Judgment Day. However, Sarah was arrested and imprisoned in a mental hospital for attempting to blow up a computer factory. Her son's world has collapsed. John is insolent to his guardians, runs away from home, and skips school. In 2029, Skynet sends a new Terminator, the T-1000, back in time to kill John. The T-1000 is a more advanced model, made of liquid metal mimic polyalloy, which gives him the ability to take on the shape and appearance of almost anything he touches, instantly heal wounds, and turn his hands into bladed weapons. The T-1000 arrives in 1995, kills a police patrolman, steals his weapon, and takes on the guise of a police officer. He also uses the police computer to track John. In 1995, no one could handle a combat robot of this caliber, but John Connor from the future sent a reprogrammed T-800 Terminator to protect himself in his youth. The T-800 and T-1000 cross paths while searching for John at the mall. The robot's hand-to-hand combat proceeds with the T-1000's advantage, but the T-800, with the help of a powerful firearm, temporarily shocks the T-1000, after which a chase begins and John and the T-800 escape together on a motorcycle. Fearing that the T-1000 will kill Sarah to get to him, John orders the Terminator to help free her, discovering that the Terminator is following his orders. Sarah, having learned from doctors about the appearance of a man similar to the Terminator in the city, plans to escape from the hospital. T-1000 also appears in the psychiatric clinic where Sarah is lying, kills the guard, and takes on his appearance. Meanwhile, Sarah tries to escape from the clinic, but on her way to escape she meets the T-800 and John, who intercept her, and then tell her the truth about the history of Skynet. The T-1000 pursues them, but to no avail, but this convinces Sarah of the need to trust the T-800. Sarah, despite her fear of the robot, trusts her son and follows him. She later learns that the man directly responsible for the creation of Skynet is Miles Dyson, an engineer at Cyberdyne Systems working on a revolutionary new microprocessor. It is this processor that will later become the basis for Skynet. Sarah, having found shelter with her longtime friend, takes his weapon to kill Dyson and prevent the onset of Judgment Day. John orders the robot to stop her. Sarah wounds the engineer, but is unable to kill an innocent man in front of his family. John and the T-800 appear and tell Dyson about the future consequences of his work. They learn that much of his research is the result of reverse engineering the damaged central processing unit and right arm of the previous Terminator who tried to kill Sarah in 1984. Convincing Dyson that the project must be stopped, they break into the Cyberdyne building, take the destroyed Terminator's processor and arm, and plant explosives to destroy Dyson's laboratory. The arriving policemen open fire. The mortally wounded engineer uses his last strength to hold the detonator in his hand, giving his friends and police time to escape. A powerful explosion destroys the laboratory. The T-1000 relentlessly pursues the protagonists, eventually cornering them in a metallurgical plant. The T-1000 and T-800 fight again, and the more advanced model severely damages and disables the T-800. However, the Terminator turns on again, using a backup power source, takes the enemy by surprise and sends him into a vat of molten steel with a grenade launcher shot. The T-1000 desperately searches for a form that is stable at high temperatures, but not finding it, dies. John throws the arm and the original T-800's processor into the vat. Sarah expresses relief that the test is over, but the Terminator explains that to prevent reverse engineering, it itself must be destroyed. The T-800 asks Sarah to help lower it into a vat of molten steel, since it itself cannot self-destruct. John, for whom the robot has replaced his father, begs and orders the Terminator to reconsider his decision. However, the robot, with humanity's survival in mind, refuses to comply. He says goodbye to the people, hugs a crying John, and then lowers himself into the vat, raising his right thumb up. John and Sarah are driving down the highway, and Sarah's voiceover says, "The unknown future is approaching." For the first time, I go towards him with a feeling of hope. If a machine, the Terminator, can understand the value of human life, perhaps we can too.